Here's my audience for today. The rest of my audience had to go to bed as tonight's a school night. Names like Lindsey Vonn, Glenn Blake, or Alex Hall all may ring a bell, and if they do, they're going to ring the bell of skiing. Lindsey Vonn is known for being the first American woman to win an Olympic medal in skiing event, along with 84 other world titles and other skiing events. Then you have Glenn Blake, who's known for his appearances in skiing movies and being the pioneer of extreme skiing. Alex Hall is also the most recent winner of the X Games slopestyle event, which is also known as Park Tricks. While they all three have different specializations, they all have one thing in common. They too one day were a first-time skier. Being a first-time skier can be very intimidating as there is a lot to remember and a lot to learn, but knowing a few tips and tricks ahead of time will make your first day go smoothly. Before you even head to the mountain, you'll need to know how to dress. Dressing in 3 layers is important. The first layer being your base layer. This is the layer that provides your warmth. I recommend wearing a long sleeve thermal leggings or long johns. Remember, the tighter your base layer is, the easier it is to add your middle and outer layers. The next layer is your middle layer. This is normally a quarter zip, a long sleeve, or anything along that line that you'll put over top your base layer. On extra cold days, I recommend wearing a sweatshirt to provide you with that extra warmth because the mountain can be very cold. From here we move to the outer layer. The outer layer is also very important as it is going to be your waterproof layer. Falls can happen anytime from beginner to advanced, but especially for beginners, so when you fall you will get wet. But wearing a waterproof layer will prevent you from getting soggy the rest of the day, ensuring that you'll be able to have a great day skiing. Once you're all dressed and ready, you're ready to head towards the mountain. When you're heading towards the mountain, it's important to remember that the slopes you can see from the roads are not the slopes that you're going to be skiing. Those are your intermediate and advanced slopes. The slopes you'll be on are the bunny slopes that are going to be nice and easy and appropriate for a beginner skier. Once you arrive at the mountain, you're ready to put your boots and your skis on. Your skis are going to go on like normal shoes, but they're not going to fit like normal shoes. They're going to be much tighter around your ankle and shins. The reason for the tightness is to ensure that all of your movements while skiing are sharp, because your movements will all come from your feet and ankles. To secure them, you will use the buckles on the outside of your boots to tighten them until it's snug but not painful. Once you have your boots on, you're ready to head out onto the snow and put on your skis. To put on your skis, you will look for the tip of your ski, the rounded part, which is your front. You will put your toe into the front of the binding as such, and then you will push down with your heel. When you push down with your heel, you will hear a snapping sound. This will signal that you have just secured your boot to your ski and that your ski is ready to go. You will repeat this on your other foot, and then your skis are ready to hit the slopes. But before you hit your slopes, it's important to remember one more important piece of equipment, your helmet. The helmets are worn by skiers. 78% of skiers nowadays, which is a 50% increase just since 2004, and an even greater increase since the late 90s and early 2000s. With this increase of helmets, head traumas have decreased significantly in the past 20 years due to the increased wear of helmets. So, being a beginner skier especially, I recommend wearing a helmet, especially as a beginner skier. I, as an advanced skier, still wear a helmet just because you never know when accidents are going to happen. Now you're ready to hit the slopes. And speaking of slopes, the slopes have different classifications. The first being green circles. Green circles are your easiest of all the terrain. They are your beginner slopes, which is where the first time skiers are going to be starting out. From here you move to blue squares. Blue squares is your intermediate slopes or terrain, which range from being a step above green circles to being just a step below black diamonds, which lead to black diamonds and double black diamonds. These two are the most expert and challenging terrain of them all, with double black diamonds being the most challenging. Knowing your different classifications will ensure that you have safe skiing and will not end up on the wrong slopes of terrain that is too difficult for your skiing ability. Now that you know what type of level slopes to look for, you're ready to head towards the lift. Once you approach the lift attendant will instruct you on how to load the chair and get towards the top of the mountain. And once you reach the top of the mountain, you are ready to go, and everything is downhill from here. Being a beginner ski can be challenging and can be intimidating, but if you remember these tips and stay calm, you'll have a great day. Skiing is a sport that will last you a lifetime, so if you ever get a chance to try skiing, I highly recommend it.